Hey Virgo, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from October 18th through the 20th, 2024. This is for Virgo, last shuffle for Virgo. Let's see what's going on. So we have joyous fun here and we have new beginnings. So this tells me here that it's important that even though your new beginning is slow going, it's important that you still say, oh my gosh, look at the view. Pay attention to your surroundings and find something pleasant in those things and everything around or surrounding you or in your situation. They're wanting you to laugh at your past, in a sense, is what they're trying to ask you to do, or to find good, like focus on the good memories, focus on the things that actually empowered you, the times that contributed to your prosperity, but to see it in a fond manner, like, oh man, if it wasn't for these things happening, I actually wouldn't be the person I am today, in a good way, not the bad way, because we could say it in different ways. If I wasn't stuck in that crazy situation, if I wasn't dealing with that player, or if I wasn't dealing with this person, I wouldn't be the person I am today. You have Six of Cups, the Empress, Knight of Wands, Eight of Swords. Focus on the wisdom that you gained from your past, even if you have to make it up. Which I'm not saying that you have to make it up, right? But they're saying don't allow yourself to get stuck on the memories of the past. Rather, focus on how far you've come and how abundant you are because of what you went through. Thank goodness that my parents abandoned me, or whatever the heck, and I'm just throwing that out here. Like, thank goodness that I was in this position, because I would never have read this book, or I never would have met these people, or no, like with the Eight of Swords, a lot of times the blessing or the joyous fun of the Eight of Swords is that you learn something new, because what you're surrounded by is imaginary swords. So this is like analysis paralysis. Now you're analyzing each thing, going, oh my gosh, I could just, she has a blindfold on, so I could just imagine with, and although she's wearing red and it's dreary, it's still red. So it's almost like saying that all of a sudden these imaginary swords that she can't see, she just feels, and they're not even grounded in anything. These are the things she's imagining that could be happening, the worst case scenario things. And so in order to eliminate all this, of course she has to take the blindfold off, the proverbial blindfold. But more literally, she has to do research to realize that her fears are not real. She has to research something and find out, oh, okay, well, if there is this in the water, it's not going to kill me, or if this is going down, it's not going to affect me in this way. I'm afraid. But now that I've done the testing, this and this is not happening. There's something about that going on. Um, some of you, this may be a pregnancy or a new child for um, for some at the very beginning of something like that. I'm seeing someone needing to look at this in a happy way, like in a good way, in a sense. New beginnings is Ace of Cups and the Sun. New beginnings are bright. Your new beginnings are absolutely bright. I see things going really well for you. They're just asking your energy to be in one where it's like, if you got to stay here, you might as well make it fun. You might as well remember things. It's not that you have to use your imagination necessarily, but to be like, you know what? Perhaps my life resembles Cinderella, or perhaps my life resembles this and that. Maybe I did have a horrible stepmother and terrible step siblings. And maybe my father did pass. Maybe that happened, and perhaps they did treat me like a stepchild. But I had a fairy godmother, and I know that I do, because look at where I've come. Look at where I've been, and maybe I couldn't see the fairy godmother or godfather, but look at where I'm at. It's something like that. And I know how that sounds. Trust me, sounds weird, but that's where they're coming from with something. They want you to apply every memory and every single thing that you may say as a deficit. They want you to apply wisdom to it and turn it around to something positive. Status quo, Six of Wands, Ten of Wands, right? And so this would tell me that people around you are being over the top. They're like attention seeking. They are more focused on success, status, social climbing. They may be very busy. And then on top of that, they may be bringing up your past and bringing up things about your past that aren't so favorable. And Spirit's like, you know what that's about. They're doing this for clout, and they're doing this for some kind of public recognition, not realizing that they're putting themselves in a position to be challenged themselves. You know what I mean? And there's something about that. Like now they're putting themselves in a position where you can also be like, I know you're not talking. I know you're not talking about me. Because I remember you, and here is your rap sheet kind of vibe. And it's public record, so keep it up. Uh, but you have your higher self here, which is saying the the page of pentacles, six of pentacles. I was going to say the page. I was going to die laughing because the page of pentacles would have been like, no, get the rap sheet, go get the paperwork. We need to see the documents. Um, but your higher self is telling you that right now is not the best time to engage in a back and forth tit for tat with anyone. Six of Pentacles is a lot about, well, I'm going to give you back what you gave me, right? We're matching energy, right? They're saying that the only energy you should match is the kind of energy where you have no rebuttal, which is peace. And it's not a rebuttal in that energy. It would be more of a, and peace be with you as well type of vibe. And that's where they want you to be. They want you to understand that although it is difficult to see anything other than um, whatever it is that you've gone through, right? Although it's difficult, they're showing it being heavy and difficult. That you may have gone through some things where you're looking back, going, I can't even see it any other way. And I do have people around me that may be bringing up my past and trying to put me on the defensive. And not to say that all of our pasts are sparkling clean, but it was a past nonetheless, and we all have one, and we all have done something that we're just like not proud of. I mean, who do we know that's like all the way super super duper proud of everything that we've done? I mean, that's part of the folly of being a human. But it's almost like Spirit wants you to be very ambitious, and also too, to keep in mind that especially when things are difficult, or when like communication can be quite difficult for you, it's important to say things that you would want said back to you. Very important to watch your words when the Knight of Swords comes out, because whatever you say will be returned to you or manifested back towards you. So it's very important. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there with you, because that's like the best way to put that. I would assume. I'm not really sure. Hopefully it makes sense to you. It's like, be careful. Just turn your words over a few times, because that manifestation power is one where it's like, okay, whatever you say is going to be your your jail, and if you are sending them peace and love, then you want your bars to be peace and love. Be very cautious about what you say to people. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Taurus or Libra main signs. We also have Aquarius and Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius. So you could be a Leo Virgo cusp or a Virgo Libra cusp. We also have a Taurus Gemini cusp, Aries Taurus cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.